Good morning, everybody. Today is September 5th. This is your quick COVID update. I'm Dr. Duc Vuong. The CDC has recommended that we do not travel, that unvaccinated people do not travel during the Labor Day weekend. I recommend that no one travel. Not during the surge, not if you're in a hot spot, man. It's just not worth it. Do outdoor activities, wear a mask if you don't know, and hang around vaccinated people. You know, that's pretty much what you can do. Try not to do indoor dining. I'll do outdoor dining, but even that, we've really cut back on our outdoor dining. And that's really how we got to get past this. Now, there might be some indications that we're plateauing, but, you know, really, we're plateauing at 160,000 cases. This time last year, Labor Day weekend, we were around 30,000 cases, and even as low as 25,000, right? The average was 30,000-ish. And now this year, we're at 160,000. And yes, we do have the vaccines, but people are acting like, hey, it's a free license. Or even it's interesting. Comment if you agree with me. It's the vaccinated people who are being safe, and it's the unvaccinated people that are taking risks. And somehow they deem that as like liberty or freedom, or you can't tell me what to do, or you got to live your life, or how long are we supposed to be shut down, Dr. V? I don't get it. You know, like the whole idea was that the vaccine was supposed to get us over this and give us protection, and then the vaccinated people could go back to work and could socialize. But comment if you agree with me. It's the unvaccinated who are doing all of that, and the vaccinated ones are like, this is hot. Like, this is not a good time. I'm not willing to take that chance, even though I am vaccinated. It's just a crazy world we live in. And no, ivermectin does not work. You know, it's there are record numbers of patients in the emergency rooms that have overdosed on ivermectin. And some of these symptoms are, you know, nausea, GI upset, diarrhea, fainting, lightheadedness, dizziness, and yes, death. I mean, people, you know, are getting severely sick, and they're taking up COVID beds. See, they're taking up hospital beds. And they're in what's hotter than a hospital emergency room for COVID? I mean, that's like, right now, that's the last place I want to be right now. And these people, in their misguided attempts to avoid COVID, end up in the hottest area for COVID. It just cracks me up. So the weird things that people do, you know, and really, it's just, I want to impress upon everybody that it's just temporary, guys. It's not forever. It's not a booster after booster after booster. There are lots of vaccines that take 3 shots. And, you know, the CDC and the FDA has come out and have said, like, we probably should have made this a 3-shot series. And then people wouldn't freak out about it. There's not got to be there might be a 4th or a new one or an annual. Who knows? That's the point of science. We don't know yet. But, you know, we do know that we need to get the rest of the globe vaccinated, you know, but we're having trouble just getting our own people here in the United States vaccinated. It's just bizarre. And no. Like, if you've had COVID before, that's not good enough. The latest studies show that's not enough. It's not enough. Why, Dr. B? Because people are getting it a second time. And there are now cases of people catching COVID a third time. You know, especially the immunocompromised, immunosuppressed. So, if you've had it, yes, you have antibodies. And this verbiage we're using, first of all, we need to quit calling it the jab. We need to quit saying stuff, it's not a booster, right? It's a 3rd dose. And I totally forgot what I was going to say. What was I talking about? I totally forgot. Verbiage. Yeah, verbiage. Like, it's not like it's not waning immunity, you know? We don't know that yet. But sometimes people, you know, people hook onto these catchphrases. We don't know if our immunity wanes, you know? We don't have the data in yet on the role of, in terms of COVID, we don't have the data in on the role of T cells and B cells and memory cells. It's just not there yet. We have data on neutralizing antibodies, and antibodies are supposed to go away after a few months. You shouldn't have antibodies forever. And that's where the second part of your immune system kicks in, the memory B cells and the T helper cells, etc., that come and attack the virus and exposure. What we do know is that the majority, 95% of people hospitalized with severe disease from COVID are unvaccinated. That I can tell you. The vast majority of people who are dying from COVID are unvaccinated. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, man. And then everything else in life is risk mitigation. I mean, you do it with your stocks, you do it with your 401k. That's why your financial advisor, urges you to diversify, because you're trying to mitigate risk. But somehow that doesn't apply to COVID. You don't date your cousin because you're trying to mitigate your risk of having like a two-headed baby. Come on. Jeez, what's wrong with people? So, and it's not forever. And the second someone says, Dr. V, what am I supposed to do this forever? I know you're not thinking straight. You're thinking with your emotions. And I'm telling you, this is the second wave. Everything we went through last year was the first wave. We're going through the second wave now, and there will be a third wave, as there always is. And I said this would be a 3-year ordeal for the major part of this. It'll be a 3-year ordeal, and we will see lasting effects up to 5 to 6 years from COVID. But it's not forever. And the best thing you can do is get vaccinated. That's the best tool we have right now. And last thing I'll say is a year ago, we could not wait for the vaccine. We were like sitting on pins and needles as the early data started rolling in on the Pfizer vaccine. Who remembers this? Like the Pfizer vaccine, the early data, they were enrolling patients, et cetera, et cetera. We were all excited. September, the earliest data started coming out in November. FDA, EUA approval. The first shots came out late December, early January for the healthcare workers and the elderly, and we've fucking forgotten all this. How did this happen? How did this life-saving miracle of modern medicine and technology get vilified and polarize us like this? I'll tell you how. We're fucking weak, emotional creatures. That's the problem. We're not thinking straight. All right, there you go. There's your rant. Don't travel. Stay safe. Mask up. I love you. Happy Labor Day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.